Man, that thing blew my mind. It grabbed me by the tail, shook me around and everything. It was the most profound healing experience I have ever experienced. And I shook a fear. Welcome back to
episode number 9.
Nine already. Yes. So Louis again here. This episode, I wanted to talk about the way we can use. We had a lunar eclipse just last weekend, as a matter of fact, last Saturday. I don't know the exact day that was. But
it was on Saturday, the 15th, I think it was, or 14th, something like that.
Okay, so we had a lunar eclipse, and the day before there was a meditation at welcoming in the new moon meditation. So I went ahead and took advantage of it, and I went to that meditation on Friday night, and it kind of explained to me I have a conscious connection with the cosmos. Sumo estrella, sun. The first two words of the word sumo is for sun. Then mo is for moon, and estrella obviously meaning star in Spanish. I've chose that name because of the conscious connections to the cosmos, and so I hadn't really gotten into astrology or anything, or numerology or anything like that. But so when I went to this meditation, I had no idea that it was going to break down exactly what the eclipse, what it meant, and how we can use it to help us, our manifestations and stuff like that. So she was explaining to me that, or explaining to us as the group that was there, that when a lunar eclipse happens, we have energetic shifts, and there's a way to use them to our advantage, so we can align ourselves with these new shifts and align ourselves with the universe, as long as it's aligned with our life's purpose. So she explained it like this: 3 to 5 days before the lunar eclipse happens, and 3 to 5 days after the lunar eclipse happens. So say a period of 10 days, the lunar eclipse being right in the middle, you are going to have what you call maybe clues from the universe telling you to shake things that don't go with the alignment of your life purpose. So, or you can either be consciously aware of this thing, or you can maybe get subtle clues from the universe. And it's very important that you listen to these things so that you can release these things that no longer serve you. If you don't release these things, then you can't move forward with the energetic shifts. So, don't make any intentions during these 10 days, because you don't know what it is that you got to release. What if you, like I said, you might be consciously aware of some stuff, but some of these might come in the ways of clues. So after these 10 days, then you can make your intentions, and these energetic shifts will magnify whatever it is you want to manifest. So whatever it is you choose more of in your life, go ahead and call it in. I like to do it in out loud when I get up, when I'm driving, and just call more of these things into existence, or throw it out into the ether. And I don't expect anything happening the next day or anything like that. I just let it be, just throw it out there. And this is what more I want, more of this. I would love more of this, or I choose more of this in my life. And one of the things that I wanted to kind of touch on was how, when she said of letting go of what doesn't serve us, how I had an experience that manifested itself exactly the way she said, without me consciously making any effort into it. So when we were in this Friday meditation to welcome in the new moon, she had us write down what it is that we were conscious that we wanted to shake, let go of, that didn't no longer serve us. I had put on there some fears that I had, procrastination, various other things. I can't recall all of them. And she had us burn this paper. And she said, go ahead and write these things down again. When the lunar eclipse happens, go ahead and do the same thing, the process over again. So I did. And that was on a Friday, and Saturday was the eclipse. And then on a Sunday, I had a friend of mine come in, and he does ancestral plant ceremony. He had brought it out and told me if I wanted it, and I was like, well, it looked like we were kind of getting ready to go. And I told him, no, just wait till next time. I told him initially yes, and I said, just wait till next time. And he's like, no, I already got it. I already told you yes. You're going to go ahead and do it.
You're here. The medicine is here.
Exactly. Kind of like that. And I was like, all right, well, go ahead. Let's do it. So I ended up doing it. Man, that thing blew my mind. It grabbed me by the tail, shook me around and everything. It was the most profound healing experience I have ever experienced. And I shook a fear, something that was there. And it was fear because I kept yelling and saying, screaming all these things. And it happened to be right within them 10 days that this lady had told us that that I went to on the meditation, the guider, they told us during these days you're going to let go of something, or maybe various things that no longer serves you, so that you can align yourself with the new you through these energetic shifts. And it was right on point. It happened exactly the way she said, without me having to put any consciously do this, or you know, I wasn't the driver of that.
Right. You didn't plan for it. You didn't push it. You just was there.
And it was such a big release, Danny, that to this day, here I am a week later, and I am blessed to have had that opportunity. And I feel like a totally different person. My clarity is so much more clear, crystal clear. I feel invincible in a way, I guess you could say.
The more connected that we are to how we are eternal beings, having a momentary experience, the more of that invincibility feeling. Because it's not like we feel invincible, or at least that's how how I understand it. In my experience, it's not that you feel invincible in the human form. You feel eternal. And that makes it feel like just you're floating in joy, and like everything is so amazing, mind-blowing, filled with color, and it was built for you, right?
Yeah.
So I like to make that differentiation because I don't feel like the invincibility from the human side. Like as a human, I'm right. It's not like I'm invincible as a human being. Like no, I'm invincible in the sense of you are the eternal being that is experiencing time and space now, but that's just part of the experience that you're creating. And I love to be able to take the shifts and changes of the universe, when the stars align, eclipses and full moons and all that, as stepping stones to the things that we have to get rid of, right?
Right.
We have to make room for the new stuff. The universe itself shows us when it's time to move on, to shake things up, to let things go, right? When the stars align, when the moon, go through a shift, like eclipse, full moon, those are spaces in which we can take advantage of the shift in the universe so that we can shift from within. Right. So it's almost like we just take advantage of the wave that goes from one level of frequency to the next, and we better jump on that wave, right? So, and I mean, if we don't, it's fine, but then the body starts to suffer, and then here comes pains and aches and headaches and migraines, because we're not allowing the body to upgrade with the upgrades of the earth. So to make room for the new, to shake things up, and I mean, obviously in your case was very powerful because you were using the help of plants. Like, hey, guide me through the things that I need to get rid of. We can obviously use breath work, and we can use any number of things, right? Meditation and everything, but. When everything aligns in such a beautiful way that it was not me. It was not me pushing things and moving and trying to make things work. They just worked because the desire that you had was clean, and you knew what you need to get rid of, right? Such a humbling thing to feel like, hey, I am part of something greater that I might not even understand. But I know that my life is being moved in the right direction, right? So just have to be willing. You just have to be,
it's a super amazing experience when you know that, like, it's got your back, you matter. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do this for you, to help you, and it's just when you know that there's a higher power there. Maneuvering, driving, take in the driver's seat for you, the evolution of or to have you vibrating at a higher frequency, whatever you want to call it. It's a really tremendous.
It's a humbling and mind blowing way of life. To understand that as human beings we're really nothing. We're just but a speck. But as conscious being, we're the universe. And with that obviously comes the responsibility of being true to who we are and accessing the gifts that we have to share it with the world. Everybody has obviously their own individual gifts, but the more aligned we are with that, the better life is going to be. For someone might be a chef, and a chef that cooks amazing food and puts a smile on whoever eats the food, and for somebody else might be to be a good driver and they drive a bus or whatever. Like, it's just so many roles that if we tap into our individual gift and we align with it, life is going to be a lot better.
Right. That's exactly what it's about.
So to take the opportunity of the shakedown, of the upgrading that the Earth goes through, right? Because there is these cycles of upgrades that happen, the updating, right? So we need to get with the program. The Earth is evolving. The frequency needs to get higher and higher, and we need to get with it. So,
exactly.
If not, we don't have to, but we want to, because otherwise life becomes miserable. Life becomes hard, and then we just compound issues, one on top of another. So the spectrum of life is so big, it's unreal. We can make life a living hell, and we've seen that, and we see it every day out there, or we can make life just heaven, and it's all up to us. And obviously it takes a lot of work. It takes dedication. It takes a desire, a burning desire from within.
Right.
Once you have that and you keep it ignited, it's heaven, man. It's heaven. And I think, it's just, unfortunately, we are not too connected with that reality that we can make life just mind-blowingly beautiful.
We're not. But and in the end, once you start processing these things and start developing these areas, it's not that big. It's not it's really not that. It's not hard at all.
It's not really hard. Well, and especially like you said, if we allow the help of plants to come into the equation, if we allow the help, because plants are trying to help us. If you connect to a plant, the trees, they're here to help us. They're here to guide us, right? If we're able to connect to plants, and especially ancestral medicine plants, they will teach you. They will hey, look. It's all there. It's all there.
It's all there. They will enlighten you.
And they will.
Yeah.
As long as we have that desire and the open heart to be aligned with the program, with the orchestra that the universe is playing. So anyway, I think for me, my takeaway on this episode is the more aware that we are that we need to let things go. There's always something that we need to let go. There's always something that we need to shed, right? The old skin, let it behind. The old beliefs, the old thoughts, habits. So the more aware that we are that there are things in me that I need to let go, then I'm going to be willing to let it go. And I'm going to talk to the universe, talk to my creator, talk to the water I'm drinking and say, hey, help me let this go. And then you can put that intention around everything that you're doing, right?
Right.
The more we let things go, the lighter
definitely
life becomes, right?
Weightless.
On that note, we finished, man. That's awesome.
All right.
Weightless.
Yes.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All right.